Now, good evening. We are the 24th of September. Saturday evening, yeah. Now, I'm just doing myself a little, I've just after doing a little bit of a farm walk. I've walked back through the fields that we have grazed, and I'm just checking to see how we're getting on growth-wise and working out where I need to be for growing my grass for winter. Now, I wanted to show you these two areas here. My fence is down the middle here. Now, this field here is the field that the cattle were on before I went away on holidays, and they were left back in mistakenly a couple of days before I came home, and then they broke loose and they went up to that high place there. So they had the whole farm to be run around on. So that was the mistake that happened when I was away. However, I then grazed above and worked my way back down to the farm, and they're down in the lower place there. So there's two contrasting fields here now. I just wanted to show, if you notice in here now, this was completely overgrazed. So there's lovely green shoots coming back here now, but if you notice, the green shoots are all coming from the ground up. So they're all coming back with their tips on them. So that's all new grass coming from the very bottom. Whereas over here, when I just grazed it lightly, the grass that was it is coming back. And it's going to grow out until the tips are repaired. If you can see that there now, hang on. So yeah, if I tip the screen, is it? Yeah. So yeah, if you see that there now, all the tips have not come back on these yet, but that was all grazed off, and now it's growing like hell since. So this was grazed lightly. This was overgrazed completely. That's 2 weeks rest, and this here I think is. I was home on the 10th, now the 24th, 2 weeks rest in there, and this is probably about 10 days rest. So in here is yellow looking, but it's going to be taller, better grass eventually than this. This is going to be slower to recover, but it is recovering and it's growing well. So it's just two different kind of types of regrowth that we have. So basically I have to wait till the tips come back on this grass here before I graze it again. Obviously that'll change as the growth slows and stops. It won't ever recover again once I graze it off this next time, which won't be for a long time yet. But in here we have all new grass. So that's basically it. Now here's another thing I wanted to show. Now I have to walk up here to this hill. There's no cattle in this video, so if you're not interested in this grass talk, you can tune out now. But I want to show you something up here. It's an observation I've made since beginning this carry on. It's something I've read up about, and it's only something that shows itself once you quit spreading fertilizer on the ground. If I spread fertilizer on this field, this is going obviously evenly, which is the plan, I'm assuming always, you will have an equal amount of green looking grass right across the field, so it'll look well manicured and even. But when you stop doing that, you then you then start to see which areas of the farm are doing better than others. So let me just go in here and show you. Now, something I've been reading up about, and it's fascinating to see it now in play. Now, in here, so bear with me. So basically, this is another field here now that's been grazed, 3 weeks ago maybe, it could be a month, I don't know. But what I've been reading up about lately is when you go back and survey your farm and your regrowth, you will then start to find what they call fertility hotspots. Now I found one just right here, so you can see all that there all the way around, all the way down as far as there, and all the way back up. It's all super green, and it's had the same rest as this bit here beside it. So that there is a fertility hotspot, and I'll prove it by walking in here right now this minute and showing you these. Look at that. That is a mushroom. I think they're called puffballs, are they? I'm not sure. But not only that, there's a cow dung. There's a lovely mushroom there. And now we have all of these here. So that tells me that this area here is absolutely buzzing with life under the ground. It's the most fertile area of this farm. So anyhow, what I was reading up about these fertility hotspots that you see when you stop using chemicals, that basically when you're moving the cattle daily or every 2 days or anything, you concentrate on your most fertile area. So basically, let's just say that's the center there, right? You would put your fence down this way like a pizza, and you would graze off that side, and then you'd move the fence along like this and graze another area like a slice of pizza. So basically what you're doing is you're using the cattle to pull that biology and that fertility down across your farm. So instead of putting your fence along like that and eating that all up in one go, you will give them a bite of it and let the cattle spread it out across the land. And apparently that spreads your fertility around the farm. So that's another thing. I haven't tried that method now, but it's something that I have heard of and I've read. I think his name is Alan Williams. He's a soil biologist, and I've been doing a lot of research on his work lately, and that's something now I haven't done before, but it's a very interesting thing. So yeah, I thought that was interesting, and the mushrooms are just amazing here. So that area there is super green, way ahead of its time. So if we could get your whole farm like that, imagine what you would have. So that's it now, yeah. No other news, but I might try that now next year. Now that I've found out where the hot spot is on this hill. So up here now you can see this is an area where I didn't top at all this year. Now it's very rushy. Next year now I'm going to concentrate on this field and on my experimental paddock down there that I've skipped in the growing season. It's coming on very well as well. So between there and there, that's going to be my priority area, alongside seeing what I can do with this little green area here. But it's amazing how it shows up even on the camera here. So yeah, I thought that was interesting. I thought I'd share it. So for now, look, I'm going to go home now and get a cup of tea and relax for the evening. So we'll talk again very soon. So for now, we'll say good luck and goodbye.